What is up, TTS audience? It's your girl, Janelle Estaa on Toronto Talk Sports and More with another episode of And More with our special guest, Tresor Gray, the man himself. What's going on, Tresor?
What's goody in the hoodie like A Boogie? Creator-Tresor, a.k.a. Poppy Trey, a.k.a. the Toronto
fancy.
Tiller, a.k.a. the president of the Faithful Black Man Association. Don't chase me, chase your dreams. But, you know, I'm good here, chilling, being unproblematic as usual.
Nice. That's the only way to do it, right? For those of you who don't know Tresor, he is a content creator, a YouTube personality, a producer, an artist, and like you said, the president of the Faithful Black Man Association.
That's probably the most important one.
Yeah, we'll touch on that later. So let's actually start to know about like your background and your childhood. So what was it like growing up as Tresor Gray, or now Tresor?
Well, I've kind of been the same person.
Yeah.
Like, I've been an entertainer from when I was young, like school plays and hosting stuff at church and like boy band at church. And like, I was the kid that was...
Band?
Yeah, we had
What's
like
your
a
boy band
band.
What was the
There
name?
wasn't a name. It was just like the band at like church. You know, I'd play the piano and the guitar a little bit, but I lost that now. I can't really play.
Oh,
Like, I was a kid that would be like breakdancing in the middle of the wedding. Like, that was me. And then...
were you like, your parents be like, oh, Tresor, like, dance for the family?
They encouraged it. Like, my mom definitely encouraged my antics. And then I started playing basketball like at the end of elementary school through to high school. So I kind of stopped everything I was doing now. Because like right before that, actually, I got scouted for a school in LA in like 7th grade, like an acting school. I did like some audition and they wanted me to come out there, but they were like, I had to put down like hella money and my mom was not having it. So that
like
stopped.
to get your portfolio going and all that.
So I started playing basketball through high school. I went to prep school. I was in Chicago for a little bit. And then I was one of those people where it's like, either I'm going D1 or I'm done playing. Like, I'm not going D2. I'm not doing JUCO, all that type of stuff. Because luckily, like, in the back of my mind, I knew I kind of had this type of stuff to fall back on. Because I'm not really like a 9-to-5 work person. Like, that's not me. Like, I can't. My last job was like, I think probably like 2016 or 17. I worked at Sport Check. And it wasn't a bad job. Like, the job was fine, but I just, I was in like the clothing department.
Okay.
And it wasn't a bad job, but I just hated work. Like, if it could be Monday and I could have a shift on Thursday and my whole week would be ruined because I'd be thinking about having a shift on Thursday. So eventually I was like, yo, nah, I can't do this, and just double down on all the content that I was doing. And kind of just slowly building it up from there.
So how did that happen? Like, you working as like a working man, going to like YouTube and pushing your content out there. How did that happen?
So, like, initially I started making videos. Like, my first videos probably 2013. Like this isn't new. Probably 2013. I think it was summer going into grade 12. I started on YouTube because it was before Twitter and Instagram had videos and stuff. So YouTube was the only place. They're probably still on my channel now. I have videos from like 7 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. And so I slowly started doing that, but I was grinding. Like, I was the type of person where I made a separate Twitter and would just go to like famous people or people that I wanted to be like and just follow everyone that follows them to get them to see me. And it kind of worked a little bit. Like, I
It's actually really smart.
Like, single-handedly followed like 60,000 people and had like 50,000 followers in like 2014 or 2015. Because a lot of people just don't want to put in the work, realistically. But so then it got to the point where I started doing that. I was networking a lot online, just messaging everyone I can. That's why a lot of the people I know now, I knew them from back then. Like, King Batch. I've known King Batch since like 2014.
That's right. Yeah, I've seen a few skits with.
And then like Timothy De La Ghetto and like all those type of guys. I've known them for a while from when I was still a kid. The 4 Y'all guys and that Do McFly and all of them. I would go to like their meetups, but it wouldn't be on like a fan thing. I'd be coming like, yo, like, I'm trying to work. Like, what's up?
Nice.
So then
it's good to have that mentality too.
So then Marlon, that Do McFly, he was the first person to kind of put me in something like outside of my own stuff. So the first video we did was Jamaican parent-teacher interview. And that one actually did pretty good for him. And then after that, people started recognizing me on road like, yo, you're the guy from that Do McFly's videos. So that was the first of it. And then I started making my own stuff. And then it got to the point where I would be at work and people would be like coming to take pictures with me in my Sport Check uniform, and I'd be getting in trouble because the managers think I'm talking to my friends, and I'm like, yo, I don't know these people.
Yeah. They're just fans.
Yeah. And then I started just like hosting stuff like university froshes, and then I was doing like hosting on like I don't know if you guys know what S trip is. It's like high school grad trips, but they're like international. You go to like Cuba and Dominican and all that type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I was doing a lot of S trips and hosting, and then my little social media hustles here and there. And then it got to the point where I was like, yo, I'm making more money in like a week in Cuba than I'm making all month at Sport Check. Why am I still working? So I stopped that, and I just have not gone back ever since. And it's not like I'm rich or anything. Like I can sustain myself, but you know, it's just, it depends on the type of lifestyle you're trying to live.
And you love doing this. Like,
and it depends what you like doing. Because I'm the type of person where I would rather be broke and happy than to have money and just be stressed out and tired.
Life's question.
That's dead.
I see you do push a lot of comedic parodies, especially with music, skits. You do vlogs as well. I saw on your YouTube channel. So the thing is that I want to know is like, where do you come up with like these creative ideas? Like, are you sitting on the toilet? You're like, oh my God, an idea. Like, driving in your car.
I feel like it's kind of a generic answer, but just life.
Yeah.
Like there'll be situations in life or on social media, and I'll be like, yo, that would be funny. And then I just have like a notes. I wonder if the camera can see it. I'll show you. Anything that pops in my mind,
you just jot it down.
Write it in my notes. Yeah. And I have like a list of Instagram ideas that are like, I probably have 200-300 ideas that I have not.
Legit, like
200-300 ideas that I have not even touched yet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of impossible for me to run out of things to do because my mind is constant. It's kind of like
on the go.
Comedians, like how the way that they see life is like what can be content.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way where like it'll be a certain situation. I'll be like, okay, that would be a good video, and I'll just write it down.
It's not even like the content stuff. You also like come up with these characters, these like, recurring characters. Where does that come from?
Once again, just life. Like people, most of the characters that I've done are people that I see just in life, or people that like people can relate to, whether it's like a hood man or like an old Jamaican uncle or a African dad. It's just things that like people normally would be able to like relate to.
Yes. So how would you differentiate yourself from like other like comedians out here, especially in Toronto? There's quite a few of you guys.
I feel like the thing that makes me different from a lot of the Toronto comedians, and I'm cool with a lot of them too. There's a lot of people that definitely do have talent.
You've done like a few collabs too.
Yeah, a lot. And then, but it's the thing that I tell them too, and what I really differentiate myself with is, well, first, I'm probably the only, well, not the only one, but I'm probably the most quote unquote known one that's more like a musical comedy type of thing.
Yeah.
And then I don't like to box myself in to see how, like, even before off camera you said you didn't know I was from Mississauga.
Yeah.
Like that's
so true.
Like that's done on purpose. I don't hide where I'm from. Like I say I'm Canadian. People know I'm from Toronto. But I don't make Toronto comedy. Like I make things that people all over the world can relate to, because I don't like the fact that I could make a video and it could be a banger, but if only people in Toronto can relate and will find it funny, like that doesn't make an impact worldwide. That's why people know me in Toronto, but I get recognized other places. Like I went to London, and I took more pictures in London than I've ever taken in Toronto in my life. Though. I went to LA. People have known me. I went to Florida, like that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. So this Faithful Black Man Association, what is this all about?
Well, the FBMA, we've been around for a few years. You know, it's a little association. Honestly, the way that I started
you have it printed on clothing too.
Yeah, the way that I started it was really a joke. Like it was something that I just said on Twitter, and people, it's weird because it's something that's positive. It's like being faithful. It's something that's positive, but people get so triggered by it. They're like, no, black men do this and that, and you guys are cheaters and da-da-da-da. I'm like, yo, I can't relate. Like, I can't relate. So I put it on a shirt, and I wore it out one time, and then people liked it. So I'm like, okay. So I just started selling them. I don't really do it a lot now. I'm trying to keep it, like, exclusive.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like, I'm single. Like, I don't have a girlfriend, but I'm faithful to myself. Yeah. So that still counts for me. I would never cheat on me. You know, so Yeah, it's a conversation starter anytime like I wear it or talk about it.
That's awesome. Okay, so you have to tell us what's up next for Tresor.
I feel like just the best way I could describe it is
especially
probably
2020. We're starting out.
Yeah, probably just growth, like exponential growth, and taking things to another level. Like recently, I did a campaign with the Raptors and OVO for their the Welcome Toronto jersey. Hopefully, I'm gonna do some more stuff with them.
That's dope.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling this year to other places, collaborating with a lot of other people, and just hopefully building my network and just making sure my long-term goals are coming to fruition.
Yeah,
you know,
that's awesome. So before we let you go, we have to play one of our and more games. So are you ready?
What's the game?
It is called TTS Famous Rock Band, Racehorse, or Porn Film. So I'm gonna tell you a title or the name, and you have to guess if it's a rock band, racehorse, or porn film. Easy, right?
Okay.
Ready? Question number 1: Cream.
Oh, a horse?
No, it's a rock band.
Isn't that a Wu-Tang song?
Yeah, that too.
I don't listen to rock. I don't listen to rock music. That's the only Cream I know.
It's actually
Method
band.
Man.
Yeah. Technically, yeah. Second one: Thin Lizzy.
See, that could be the porn, or that could be a horse. That could be like one of the sick horses. Like my mind is telling me porn, but my body's telling me horse.
Final answer?
Horse.
It's a rock band.
Oh my! Who listens to rock music in 2020?
I don't know. Is there any left?
No.
Question number 3: Rack star.
Porn.
Yes. So that's 1. Barely legal.
Porn.
Racehorse.
What? There's definitely. You know, I'm not even gonna.
You're like, I see it.
My mama might watch this, so I can't relate.
You're like. Question number 5: Walk of shame.
Rock band.
Racehorse.
Oh, what? That is a terrible name for a horse. I would never bet on the walk of shame.
You would lose your.
You would lose.
You would so lose.
It's in the name.
Next one: Deep Purple.
Rock band.
Ah, yeah. So you have 2. Next one: My Bare Lady.
Rock band.
Porn.
Isn't that a group too?
No.
What's the Bare Ladies group?
Isn't it Bare Naked Ladies?
It's not the same thing?
No. This is My Bare Lady.
And that's porn?
Yeah.
What's the...
Google
do you have
it.
like the preview clip?
I'll put it on my phone. We'll look at it after. Question number 8: The Secret Package. Rock band, horse, or porn film?
Okay, it could be the horse, or it could be like the pizza man at the door with the box over your meat. So
Good thinking.
Horse.
It's a porn film.
Oh my gosh.
You're very close. 50-50. Question number 9: Magic Carpet Burns.
Rock band.
Racehorse. Ready? Last question. Miami Spice.
That has to be a horse.
Porn.
Yo. These are not the categories that I look at.
You did well. You got like 2.
No, I did terrible. Nah, I need a
Reset?
a reset of those, because there's no way that any of those have come out in the last 10 years. No way.
Are you
No
talking
one is
about the
clicking.
porn film?
Yeah, no one is clicking on any of those.
So thank you, Tresor, for being on the show. Please let everyone know your handles and how they can contact you.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
On all social medias, it's iamtressor, TRESOR, and you'll see me there just being myself.
Dope. Perfect. Thanks again to our and more guest, content creator, Tresor Gray. So that wraps up another episode of And More. I'm your host, Janelle Estaa, on Toronto Talk Sports and More.
Don't chase me, chase your dreams.
Thank you for watching. Please click the like button and leave us a comment with your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications to see more engaging and interactive content. Toronto Talk Sports and more. For the love of the six, let's connect.